So we recently took a trip to Detroit, Michigan to the Solanus Casey Center where Debbie did this wall, this relief work. We did it all ourselves in her little studio in the backyard and shipped it up there, and they mounted it. So we went up to see the dedication. It's a procession of saints. It's this, I can't really explain much about it. Most of you probably won't be interested, but you can go to the Solanus Casey website, and there's a video where she explains the meaning of all these and a little bit about each one of these saints. It was a monumental job. It took us a full year, 100% of her time and probably half of my time. So we have a sunscreen so I don't cook in the sun anymore. Yep, made up a wood frame at home and made all the pieces parts, and we came out here, and luckily both sons were here so we could kind of hold it up and say yay or nay, higher, lower, lean it, whatever. Got it where we wanted it, put a bunch of clamps on it, and then glued and screwed it. And it's just stuck in these steel things with wedges so it can come off. And if we hit a tree and break it, we can fix it. But anyway, it's huge not to be sitting in the sun all day long, especially when it's in the upper 90s. We've been talking about ordering cushions for the glider since I brought it over here, and cushions for the rockers because they're kind of hard to sit on for long periods of time. And it wasn't inexpensive, but we ordered them and they came, and that's them. Can't believe it. So I gotta cut this package open, but I don't want to cut the fabric. Yeah, it's kind of creepy. Anyway, we're gonna bust it open. I guess it's gonna blow up like those biscuits that used to come in the tubes. Maybe there's biscuits in here. I don't know. Well, I got this far. I'm reading the instructions. It takes these cushions 72 hours to get normal once you open them up. And it sounds like the covers are not on the foam. Sounds like I'm going to have to do that. I'll know shortly. So the covers were on the foam, and we're super pleased with this. Super comfy. The rocking chair cushions, we could have ordered them a little bit bigger, but they're comfortable. They just don't look quite right.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Do you see what I'm doing?
Yes. You're filing the crud off your doorknob so you can use it.
So, yeah.
I guess that's ice. The ice is kind of...
Oh, his mouth is drooling. This is a Halloween moment.
Yeah.
A little birthday surprise. Fried alligator tail at the country. Nobody was expecting this. So I took the useless spreader off of the water trailer and I reconfigured it into a deer hanging bracket so that when Colin gets his first deer, he can hang it and gut it. Walked the soles off of both boots in the same day. And Willie has now lost 5 teeth. I'm not sure how he's eating, but he's still kicking. Molly ran her last cross-country race of the year, and her time put her in the top 10 fastest girls in the school history, and she's in the 5th grade, and those times include girls up through the 8th grade, so we're all pretty proud of Molly right now. So the Dallas grandkids are in town, so out comes the chalk, all the trick bicycles. And Eliza finally mastered the unicycle after trying probably 100 times this year and 100 times last year, and she got it. And Thanksgiving morning tradition, we go run the turkey trot downtown. This is the 3 little ones lined up for the 1 mile fun run. And as soon as the gunshot, Ruby fell down, lost a shoe. And if I wouldn't have been behind her, she probably would have got trampled. But she got up, she finished it, her first 1 mile race. Willie finished it. I think he's run a 1 miler before. And Eliza came in first in the girls for the 2nd year in a row. So next year, we're going to make her run the 5K. Debbie and I's peaceful, quiet house is anything but for the week of Thanksgiving. And for the first time, we have all 8 grandkids, well, all the whole family, out in the country. And I think they really had a good time. Last year that came, and the Dallas kids, I think, were a little apprehensive because I think they're more at home on a sporting field, but I think they got into it this year. They had fun running the trails. Everybody looked real relaxed. All the kids got along. They all helped each other out. when the little ones got tired. It was just, it was wonderful. I was super happy that they were enjoying themselves. A couple of weeks ago, Dave bought his chainsaw mill out here, which is new to him, and we tried to learn how to use it. We did okay. We didn't ruin it, and cut some nice slabs out of a white oak tree that was down during Hurricane Ida. Before we even bought the property, it's been laying on the ground. So the fifth graders, they picked up one of the scraps off the ground, which is super heavy, and they put it up there and made a seesaw, and they had played on this thing for hours. Now, right after this video was turned off, Maggie, the oldest, she's on the left, she fell off the back of the seesaw, which launched her little brother because the weight distribution changed instantly. But no foul. Everybody was happy. It was kind of funny, actually. I spent some time last time we were here cleaning up by the highway, and I picked up about 6 tires, and it's like, what do you do with tires? So I dropped this big truck tire over this stump, and since we had a sprinkle yesterday and it's sprinkling right now, I was brave enough to make a fire, even though the official burn ban is probably not lifted. I'm trying to I think these tires might work good for burning stumps. I got it started with some dry scraps from the wood shop I bring over here, and then the logs that you see are kind of wet on top, but they're burning. And I got the tractor on standby. My main concern is the power lines. I don't want a super high flame to get up in these power lines, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. So we're just going to keep an eye on it. If it works, I got several more stumps down the road with tires around them waiting to be lit. Early morning fire shows all the embers that you don't see during the day. But we've had a couple of little rains, so everything's kind of damp, so I'm pretty comfortable with doing what I'm doing here. Now, these fires have been waiting to be lit for months, but it's been so dry that I haven't. But these are almost underneath the super high voltage lines. I'm pretty nervous about these, but I wanted to get rid of them. So yesterday morning I put a truck tire around that stump and put some firewood around it and then lit it. And of course the truck tire goes up crazy flames. But this is 24 hours later, it's still putting out a lot of heat. And I'm hoping that what's happening now is that stump down underneath the ground is burning up. We'll probably tell next time I come, because I'm not going to mess with it. As long as it's smoking, that means it's hot in there. And I had a little chainsaw accident here. Put a right hand turn in the bar. 3 more stumps I'm working with. This one burned all the way down and it's smoking, so I'm pretty optimistic about this one. These 2 didn't burn that well. I had to restack the lumber this morning and it lit back up. So we'll see. So my goal here is, 1, to get the stumps down lower, maybe where I can grind them quicker if I do get a grinder. And 2, get rid of some fallen timber that's back in the woods. This represents 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5 of those trailer loads of lumber. This is a lot of, well, not lumber, but logs and branches. This is a lot of material that's no longer on the floor of the forest. Only got about 50 more loads to go. Well, these are wet, heavy, rotten logs. I can stack them and stack them and stack them. The fire never gets very big because the fire has to burn the moisture out of them for quite a while before they'll even light. So this is a nice, safe, controlled fire. This is a pot that was in Coach's backyard. It's the first 4 trees I transplanted in the spring. I watered them a little bit, and then the hot summer came along with no rain, and they're all still alive. I don't know how. So since then, I have transplanted several dozen, I call them oak trees. I don't really know what they are. And probably have a full video on these later on. But yeah, I'm putting trees where there used to be no trees. I'm trying to mix it up so they won't be all pine trees. I'm calling these oak trees, but some of them might not even be oak trees. But anyway, I'm digging them up where they don't have a good chance to thrive, and I'm putting them where they do have a good chance to thrive. So the field that we made on this side of the road under the power lines is in pretty doggone good shape, all the way to that big power pole over there. Steadily digging out the pond to get material, and I've got into a layer of gray clay, and it clouds the water, and it takes forever for the water to settle out. The water is usually crystal clear. But anyway, I dig, pile it up, let it dry. And now we're starting on this side of the road. And we would like to get a passable road to the far side of that big power pole. This side is very wet and very soft. I'm not gonna try to fill it. All I'm trying to do is make a road through here that's passable. I put a bunch of dirt from the pond last time I was here, and it just started getting wetter and wetter, and I realized I got the same thing over here that I had over there. The ground just holds water, and it's just a big sponge. And we're in the middle of a severe drought. We have had very little rain. It's just crazy how the water just sits here. So anyway, so I dug a little ditch. I'm gonna drop this pipe and fill it. Bringing some dirt from down the road where I improved the ditches. I'm gonna have to get all my mats over here. There is a drainage ditch that winds around on this side of that power pole and goes into the woods. And I think if I improve it, this water will have somewhere to go. The ground can dry, but it's super soft. I'm gonna have to go round up all my mats. I'm gonna have to stay on mats to do that. And I don't know if I'll get to that today. I got other projects, but I am bringing some nice dry dirt, and that's gonna help a lot. I didn't get to where I wanted to get to finish this ditch. I chickened out. The thing was sliding, the machine was sliding all over the place, and if I were to get stuck, it would really be stuck because it's super soft. But anyway, I'm going to continue on this dirt work on this side of the road with another video, full-length video, because there's a lot to be done here, and I missed some good video here this morning, but I didn't have a camera. So anyway, that's what's going on at the country. A little of this and a little of that. So thanks for watching.